Monday, June 10. China will be the first to report important financial results in the coming week. At 5 o'clock is expected to report on the unemployment rate. It is a percentage ratio of unemployed citizens to the total number of economically active population of the Celestial Empire. Decrease of the indicator may stimulate the country's economy and positively affect the yuan. At 15:30, the US will publish the Empire State Manufacturing Index from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. This monthly index is calculated from a survey of several hundred large manufacturing firms operating in the state. Analysts use the index as an indicator of manufacturing activity. Its growth may favorably affect the American dollar. Tuesday, June 11. Australia will be in the center of attention of market players on Tuesday. The Reserve Bank of the country will publish its interest rate decision at 8:30. The meetings of the Council, which determine the country's monetary policy, are held 11 times a year. They study the current economic disposition, discuss the country's current monetary policy and vote. A rise in interest rates leads to a rise in currency price. At 12:05, Germany will report an economic sentiment indicator. The subjects of the survey are the most important international financial indicators: inflation, interest rates, stock indices, exchange rates, and the price of oil. The survey covers about 300 experts from banks, insurance companies, and financial departments of some large firms. The growth of the index may favorably affect the euro. Wednesday, June 12. On June 12 at 2:50, Japan will release its trade balance, the difference between the country's exports and imports. A positive reading indicates a trade surplus, while a negative reading indicates a trade deficit. The impact of the results of the trade balance report on the yen is mixed and depends on the linkage with a number of other economic indicators. By 9 o'clock, UK will inform about the Core Consumer Price Index. It reflects the change in prices for a fixed basket of goods and services in the reporting month compared to the previous month from the point of view of consumers. The index is interpreted as one of the indicators of inflation. Therefore, its growth may have a positive impact on the pound sterling. Thursday, June 13. On this day, traders will follow the news from Norway. By 11 o'clock, the Bank of State will announce the interest rate decision, the main tool used by the regulator to stabilize inflation and influence the development of the country's economy. In this case, the interest rate is the rate on overnight deposits in Norges Bank. Its increase may have a positive effect on the Norwegian krone. At 14 o'clock, the Bank of England will announce its interest rate decision. It is usually lowered when it is necessary to increase inflation to the target level. Accordingly, each decision on the interest rate of the Bank of England directly affects the quotes of the pound sterling. The decision to raise it leads to an increase in the British currency. Friday, June 14. 15:30 Friday is the time when Canada will report its retail sales. They reflect the change in the volume of sales of goods in monetary terms sold by retailers to households in the reporting month compared to the previous month. The indicator is calculated based on a survey of retail stores. If retail sales growth slows down, the Canadian currency may be negatively affected. At 17 o'clock, the US will release data on existing home sales. The calculation includes only closed transactions for secondary sales of detached single-family homes, condos and apartments in condominiums and co-ops. The indicator characterizes the strength of the housing market, the total demand on it. Its growth may have a positive impact on the US dollar.